Hello and welcome to the most boring video on YouTube, if that's where I decide to post this, if at all. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to create some data sets for automatic recognition and sentiment analysis, but we're going to be using sound symbolism, which to my knowledge has never been used before. So let's go looking for these data sets. I think the first one is the Glasgow norms. This is like 5,500 words, which have been given, I think it's 9 psycholinguistic domains. We can double check that in a moment. Okay, wonderful. So here we have the Glasgow norms: arousal, valence, dominance, concreteness, imaginability, familiarity, age of acquisition, size, and gender. The other data set that I want is called the NRC Emotion Lexicon. Here we go. Both of these data sets are open access, provided you're doing research, which is very nice of the creators. This one, I think I'm going to have to open in Excel because I think that it's a text file. We go. We're probably dealing with the largest data set. And now we're going to import the data. It'll take a moment. There we go. Transform it. I thought I might have to convert that then, but I didn't need to, which is nice. And that looks like it is done. All right, let's take a review of both of these data sets. What is going on here? You want me to accept something? What's the problem? Slide steps, change type, source. Yeah, good. Good job. Why are you giving me this hard time here? Close and load. Okay. So we can tell here by the number of rows loaded that we're dealing with about 14,000 samples. So 14,000 samples in the NRC emotion lexicon, 5,500 in the Glasgow norms. Now, what we want here is because we're looking at emotional valence or sentiment analysis kind of stuff. What we want to do is incorporate sound symbolism into those. So what we don't want is the sounds. Thanks. What we don't want is the sounds. What we don't want is the words, because sentiment analysis is already conducted using words, right? What we want is the sounds. And I think probably the best choice for us for this particular task might be the CMU pronouncing dictionary. The website for this dictionary can be up and down. It's got 134,000 words. I think. Oops. Nope, that's not where I want to go. Just give me the dictionary. Yeah. Okay, so the CMU pronouncing dictionary gives us the words in alphabet, which is useful because IPA is going to the symbols in IPA can mess around with the script in R because certain IPA symbols have meanings. Yeah. Read me first. No, thank you. We're looking at 0.7b. Okay. So obviously we're going to be needing to do a lot of work on this, but here is our data. This is the CMU pronouncing dictionary. So let me grab this. We need another spreadsheet. And we're going to get data from web. And we're going to give it that address. While it's doing that, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. And we're back. I lied. I wasn't making a cup of tea. I was putting the kettle on. I'm going to have to run off again and make a cup of tea in a moment. And we're going to get rid of everything up until the beginning of the CMU pronouncing dictionary. Just delete those. And now we have the CMU pronouncing dictionary. Okay. So in alphabet, AAA. Oh, okay, triple A. Weird. Okay, in alphabet, what we get is the vowels and the consonants. The number after each vowel here is the stress. Alphabet gives you, or the CMU pronouncing dictionary gives you primary and secondary stress. So we're going to need to deal with that at a later date, but let's see if we can use the VLOOKUP function to start populating this data. All right, we'll start with the CMU pronouncing dictionary. We don't care about these. We don't care about length because length is just a count of how many letters. We're doing a phonemic analysis. All we want is the mean scores for each of these. Okay, now VLOOKUP. Very, very useful tool. VLOOKUP, comma, go to the CMU pronouncing dictionary. Oh, hold on. Something's not right here. Something's not right. Okay, so if we take a look at this word here, alumin oscillate, lu. Okay, this hasn't given us the entire data set. We're missing data. Is it here? No, it's not. Oh, that's concerning. I've imported it in a strange way. Let me go and fix this problem. You. What if did I download it? No, I didn't. I should download this. Save it as a text document into my D drive. I think that might fix the issue. It might just be a problem where it's not examining the entire data set because I've accessed it through the web. So let's try this way. That is pretty truncated due to size limits. It's fine. Let's do space delimiter. It's still looking like just 9 columns. Might need to transform the data. And check that we've got more than 9 columns. No, we don't. Hmm. Bugger. Let me think. Oh, I think I've got a fix for this. So I can load the data and then manually input the delimiter. Yeah, I can do this. Can I get rid of these? Nope. All right, so we'll delete that, please. Oh, that just did it twice. Okay. Can I delete these? Yes, I can. Um, yes, text to columns. Okay. Okay. So this is what we were trying to do. Now we have all of the columns here for all of the alphabet. Let's just secure these by pasting them as values. And then I'm going to replace values because we're not really interested in stress. So we're going to replace zeros with nothing. It's going to take a while. Let me go and finish making my cup of tea. Oh, there we go. Ones with nothing. And twos with nothing. All right. Sorry about that. So we are back on track. Now we can use the VLOOKUP function. Now that we have the entire data set at our command. This is the Glasgow norms. Okay, VLOOKUP. We're going to look up the word abattoir. We need to select a range of cells. And that range of cells has to cover, oops, wrong one, not this one. It needs to cover all the way across. May as well go to Z. And we're going to be returning the value found in column 2. And it does need to be exact, which means that I need to put in false. That didn't work. Let me just make sure that the word abattoir is in here somewhere. It is not. Okay, so it's not necessarily a mistake on my part. Yeah, okay. It's just that abattoir isn't in there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so what's happening here is this is returning the first cell in each one. Just make sure that that goes all the way down. We have a problem. We have a problem with these. So organ as in, you know, like a human organ, or organ as in a piano organ. What's happening here is the computer, it's having issues. It's not finding the exact match because we have these the extra meaning in brackets. So we need to do something about that. We're going to replace anything in a bracket with nothing. And we lose 891 replacements. So hopefully, still not there. I'm sure that organ is in that other data set. Let me work from back here. Oh, I know what the problem is. Yeah, there's an extra space there. Okay, I can fix that. And we fix the problem. All right, so what we're dealing with here is the Glasgow norm. So we're going to have an issue with spelling because the CMU pronouncing dictionary is in American English. So there's going to be a couple of spelling issues, armory, aeroplane, etc. We're just going to ignore those. We're not going to busybody. These aren't going to be, so we're not going to ignore them. What we might do, that's concerning. What we might do is change some of the spelling. Why is this coming up with a 0? Let's go and have a look at the pronouncing dictionary. Column. Shouldn't be a problem. Let me test something. COLUMN. COLUMN. It's the same data set. COL. Oh, it's a misspell. Column. All right, well, I can fix that up. That's a misspell in the CMU pronouncing dictionary. And that should fix that problem. Okay. So I might do a manual check of these to see if they're worth fixing one by one, how many we're missing, etc. Cockerel, it just so some of these words just aren't going to be in American English, which is fine. We don't need to have every single word. We'll probably bollocks. Yeah, obviously that's a feature of uh, Glaswegian English as opposed to American English. Armory, we use the U. That's a spelling issue in between them. All right, let's do a search here for NAs and just go through these one by one. There shouldn't be too many. Aeroplane, I believe that this will probably be airplane in the CMU pronouncing dictionary. No. Hmm. Should be AIRPAA. Ah, of course. Okay. I will just mark that on a piece of paper to come back to. 89, easy fix. Bollocks, don't worry about it. In fact, we'll just delete it. Brassiere, it's fine. We've got both here, right? So Brassiere, Brassiere, I think. Anyway, okay, Burgle, busybody, candy floss. I believe in American English that is cotton candy. Clingy doesn't seem to be a spelling issue. Clove, clove should definitely be in the pronouncing dictionary, shouldn't it? I did warn you that this would be the most boring. Clover, but not clove. Okay, it's just not there. It's fine. This would be the most boring video on YouTube. Cockerel just might not be in American English. Convener. It's kind of one of those rarish words. Cornflower. Nope. Counselor. I wonder. No, it won't be there. Crag. It's a fun word. Okay. No current in the CMU dictionary. Dodgy. Glaswegian English, not American English. Dustpan. Duvet. We have specific words that are specific to, well, that just aren't in American English. Feces. Feces. I think that is spelled F-E-C-E-S in American English. I'll write that number down and we will fix that up once I reinstate the code. Fizzy, it's fine. Flatulence. Here we have flirty. Gaiety. Gerbil. And girly. Grandpa. Grandpa. I believe that that will be spelled grandpa. Should probably keep it. Let's check that once we reinstate the code. 2183. Griddle. Nothing wrong with the spelling of griddle. Habituate and hairdryer. That's a misspell. Should be identify, not identify. Oops. Ingratitude. Jewelry. Oh, 1L in American English. Okay. Lioness. Lita. From memory, that is Liter in American English. Lions. It's kind of weird that the plural of lion is there in there. Meager. I bet you that is Meager in American English. Motorway won't be in American English. Notepad. Offense. That should definitely be in there. Let's have a look for it. Okay, no offense. Ha, no offense. Oh, I better stop making jokes or this won't be the most boring video on the YouTube. Organized. I believe that these is where we start to see the S to Z. We'll find out when we reinstate the code. Paperclip. Paralyze. Pram, which is I don't know what you call it. It's stroller, maybe. Stroller in American English? I know it's a baby car in Japanese. Salutation. Nothing wrong with the spelling there. It just must not be in the CMU dictionary. Savior. That will be no you. Skeptic, I think, is with a K in American English, and skeptical, same thing. Scrum is a rugby term, which we probably don't find in American English. Scurvy is probably a bit too old, and seahorse. Shrew just doesn't occur in North America, I don't think. The Taming of the Shrew. Ski jump. Where's the Taming of the Shrew from? Isn't that an American author? Snaked. Snaked. Nothing wrong with the spelling. It must just not be in the dictionary. Sulky and supplication? Supplication. Nothing wrong with the spelling. I might be... No. Fine. I'll look it up. No, I won't. There's nothing wrong with the spelling. You can lose a couple of data points. Toothache. Fossa. Toucan. This can go. Tumor. Lose the U. Valor. Again, we have the problem with the U. Vapor. Risk of sounding like a broken record. Vile. Oh, vigor. Okay, vigor. Vol. Nothing wrong with the spelling. Waistcoat. Nothing wrong with the spelling. Just not a feature of American English. Wanker. Same thing. Whalebone. So these are wildebeest. Wonky. Workhouse. And yo-yo. Let's try that without the hyphen. All right, so we're going to reinstate that old code. Equals the lookup. This cell. Its range. Cell 2, false. Okay. And abattoir wasn't in there. Let me just double check the three that I wrote down. 89, 1989, 1789. It's a bit of a coincidence. 89, airplane. Okay, so that's worked. 1789. Feces, I think it's spelled F-E-C-E-S, yes. And 2183. Grandpa. I wonder why grandpa is spelt with the M and grandma is spelt not with it, but beautiful. Okay, so that's fixed. Wunderbar. Okay. So now we do something a little bit boring, which we take this code, we ask it to return the third row, column, the third column, the fourth column, the fifth column. That shouldn't be. Why are we getting a 0? Because there's nothing there. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. If there's nothing there, it gives me a 0. I'll have to deal with that problem in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these will all be zeros. Need a 7. Need an 8. Need a 9. From memory, I think the maximum number of phonemes in a word, having looked at this data previously, is, I can't remember, something like 16. We'll be able to check once we've completed these. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I better not whistle while I'm making this video. It'd be extremely annoying. I'm going to populate this list. And now what we have is all of these 5,501 words with a phonemic transcription. Just testing to see how far these words go. Responsibility. Still got zeros in the text for some reason. I'll have to do a manual removal of them. I don't know why that's still showing up, but it is. And it's not interesting enough to go and do a deep dive into it. I'll just manually remove them. Still got some NAs. Oh. Organize, organism. Oh, I changed the wrong one. Organize. Right. Oops. Organize is fine. Organism. Yeah, I must have modified the wrong one. Okay. Fixed. Is that multiplication? Multiplication. Multiplication. American English is fun. So I'm looking for any of those NAs. I think I just found one. Jewelry. Okay. Jewelry. I thought I fixed you, jewelry. Let's go and have a look. Oh dear. That's my CMU dictionary. That's concerning. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Don't do that. There it is. Oh, Jesus. Jewelry. Kind of Philistine spells jewelry like that. Jewelry. Jewelry. Ah, yeah. Jew. Okay. Oh, that's getting to the edge. Intercontinental. Okay. Let's just double check and make sure that we're not missing a phoneme here. B17. Nope. Okay, that's good. And we're just checking this edge case. Beautiful. All right. So we've ended up with a data set of 5,501 words. Now, what I've just done is I've cut and pasted into here. I've had like the values so that we're not dealing with the formulas anymore. We're going to do a search and replace, replacing zeros with nothings. That's going to take a very long time because there's a whole heap of oh, okay. It's not going to take a very long time. I like it how this data set keeps proving me to be a liar. Very interesting. All right, so that's all of the zeros gone, I hope. Now we can check that by running a unique function. The unique function is going to return all of the unique figures in here. And Okay, let's hard code those in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab. Oh, that's very strange. Why are you doing it like that? That's not how the unique function is supposed to work, I thought. Uh, really? Let's try it again. I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. And we'll come all the way across. All right. It's weird. So here's all the unique values in each of these data sets. We will put these all into a single column. It's like this is the longest. And then we'll run the unique function one more time against the single column. And that way we're not going to miss any of the phonemes. Because some of them will only occur in certain word positions. Having played with this data set a little bit before, I'm aware of some of the interesting quirks of it. And it's just better to do your due diligence. Make sure that everything is hunky-dory, above board. Pop you there. Okay. So we run that unique function one more time against what we just created. And it's going to give us our bits. So these are all the unique values. In other words, these are all of the phonemes in American English. I'm going to paste these. I'm going to need to transpose them, and I just want the values. And then we can get rid of all this garbage. All right. So this is where the rubber meets the road. Oh dear. Have I gone too far across? I think I might have. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I need to shift this across about 6. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Cool. All right. So now we need count if zoink. I have made a mistake. Yeah. Equals count if. This is our range. This is our value. There is one instance of IY in this one. We will need to lock down from L to AC. We'll need to lock down 1. Now we can just kind of bring this across. Let's just double check that that's worked. We have an AE, a B, and an IY. We have an IY, an AE, and a B, and values for 0 for everything else. Let's create a checksum. And if some if the sum of these equals count of these, comma, okay, comma, oops, okay, comma, not okay. Value, value of true, value of false. What's going on here? Three. Oh. That's the problem. Okay. Okay. What is a checksum? A checksum is a function that we use in coding to, as a kind of like a catch. It's make sure that you haven't made a mistake. So it's just kind of this extra level of safety. Why did that happen? Okay. Oh, that's not right. One more try. Nope, that was a lie. One more try again. Let's get rid of the ones that we don't need. And now we can do a search just to make sure that everything is okay. Yep. Cool. No errors. All right, so let's talk about what we have here. These are the Glasgow norms. We have their transcription in Alphabet. We have counts of each feature. And then we have this checksum. I think the checksum can probably go. Actually, I'll keep it because I will save this as like the master file, and then I will remove the columns that we don't need. after the fact. All right, I guess we need to go and do that for the other data set as well. So I will do that now. I think from memory, this has got like every not every language, obviously. This has got a whole heap of languages here, which is kind of amazing. But for our purposes, we're only dealing with English for this study. There's absolutely no reason why we wouldn't go looking at other languages in the future. It's just that for this one, we're dealing with this. I should probably keep those psycholinguistic domains, right? Yes, probably a good idea, just so that we know what we're dealing with. Very slow. There we go. If I paste you, are you going to mess me about? No. Good. Okay, so now we're doing exactly the same thing as we did before. I'm on CMU. I think that we won't have so many issues with this data set because we're going American English to American English as opposed to British English to American English, which is a small blessing. So we'll do these 16 rows again, make sure that 16 is the right number. What was that? 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey, it's something weird. I must have removed the numbers from the CMU dictionary, right? All right, so we got some errors. Cool. You won't be able to see my second screen, but for the interest of doing this quickly, I'm going to pop the CMU dictionary onto my second screen, and that way I can do this nice and quick because this is going to take a while. N dash A. Oh, that's the wrong data set. Silly of me. Okay. Ablation. I bet you're not here. No ablation. Just double check. ABLAT. AB. Ablaze. Nope, no ablation. So goodbye, ablation. Next, please. Above mentioned, not in the same year. Ablement. Airplane. Nope. Goodbye. QL, not here. Accursed. Accursed. Maybe accuracy. Nope, not cursed either. Adjacency. Adjuvant. Nope. I thought I said that there'd be fewer of these in this data set. I'm not here. I was wrong. It makes me sad because there's so many of these here. Aeration. Nope. Airplane. We've already dealt with you previously, Mr. Airplane. Not here. Ailmentation. I wonder, like, so this is only 15,000 words. I'm kind of surprised by some of the choices that they've put in here, but each to their own, I suppose. Ambit, not in my list. Anarchism. Anarchism. Anastomosis. Anatomic. Androgen. Angiograph. Anhydrous. I'd be surprised if Annex isn't in here. No, don't do that to me. I bet you. Yep. Yes, anointing. Okay, so CMU dictionary has anoint but not anointing. Doesn't have an on. Antichrist, antimony, antiquarian, apostasy, appellant. Oh my God, we're still in the A's. The problem is areola. Let's go and check areola. The problem is that I found things like airplane, right? So now that means that I kind of, to do this properly, I need to go through each of these individually. Okay. I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to figure anyone watching this would probably fast forward through this, but just know that I am checking on my other screen whether something is in the CMU pronouncing dictionary. And if it's not there, we are getting rid of it. I'm not actually checking all of these. I'm just checking the ones that are likely to be in the CMU pronouncing dictionary. Because obviously there's an asymmetric that should definitely be in there. There's a bit of a mismatch between the two data sets because, oh well, you know, as you'd expect with anything. ASYM. Asymmetrical, but no asymmetric. Italia, Italia, nope. Anyway, I just promised that I'd stop talking, so I'm going to actually do that now. In case you're still here, brachia was in the CMU dictionary, but not brachial. It's a bit of a weird one. Different spellings of calendar. I wonder if interment is supposed to be internment. It's not here. Intern is here. Doesn't matter. It's not in there anyway. Okay. Interpolation. Must be interstate. I believe so. Make sure there's no interstate here. Negative. I'm just not sure about this one. Better be safe than sorry. Invalidity. Inwards, but no inward. Inwards, but no inward. Is it a spelling mistake? Probably, right? Yes. Hmm. Quadrupole. Quadruple. you seen have you seen Glass Onion? In Glass Onion, James Bond Mc Sherlock Holmes. I don't know the name of the character. The fellow that plays James Bond in the other movies. He kind of figures out that Fight Club face. Jeez, I don't know the name of actors. The guy in Fight Club uh is an idiot, right? Finds out he's an idiot by because of the malapropisms, right? The guy keeps using words in a strange way. Or making up words on the spot. And that's what some of these feel like. Subsequent, yeah, subsequent, yeah, some of these just feel like someone's made them up on the spot. Maybe I should learn. No, I'm not going to go and learn the names of actors. I could have Googled them while I was doing this, but that would have, I don't know, been even more annoying. I'd be surprised if thermodynamics is in there. Nope. Okay. Let's see if I can show you an example of what I'm talking about. Um, okay. So true is obviously going to be in here, right? True is one of those words that are, uh, let me show you what's going on here. True is one of those words that has an actual meaning in Excel. So the issue is going to be that it's going to treat it as though it's a function. We can fix the problem pretty easy, and by adding a little tilde in front of it. It does the same thing with false, but we didn't come across the issue with false earlier. So now we get true here. So just be aware that certain words have functions in Excel. I really like Excel. Um, I think it's a very easy way. Like, for example, what I'm doing right now, being able to manually review it and see the data kind of at a glance, it's I think it's really useful and really underused. I'll do with that email in a bit. Unchangeable, unconvinced, uncooked, uncorrelated, undesired, undirected. Unequaled. Unfurnished. It's fine. Unnumbered, unobserved, unordered. Unselfish. Unsweetened. Untamed. It's unsweetened. Unsweetened. Interesting. Untitled, untranslated. Come on, we're so close to the end. Curse. Vein, vellum. That might be velum. It might just be a spelling mistake. Let's go and check to see if velum's in here. Vellum. Doesn't have any. All right, velum's not in here anyways. Matter. Ventricle. Verbosity, verbose. Verily. Vesicular, vibratory. That looks like a spelling mistake. Let's see if vinaigrette is in this data set. We'll check. Vinaigrette. Voltmeter, votive, oh, getting so close to the end. West code again. So yeah, we know from the other data set that West code isn't in the CMU dictionary. Watercourse, wherefore, wherewith, with all. Well, my computer is starting to chunk up. Womanly, woodcut, workbook, what? Wristband. Ah, oh, thank you. Ooh, that wasn't lots and lots of fun, but it's done, I think. Let's just double check. Oh, must have missed some. It's all right. Let's hope there's not too many. Okay, so my computer's slowing down a bit now because I've been working on this really big data set for a long time. So let's get this finished nice and quick. Paste the values. I'm going to go and grab the Glasgow norms data set. So I can grab the phones. Oops. Takes the whole lot. I'll have to modify. Oh, it's actually done it perfectly, has it? Let's double check. A back, A H B A E K A E B K. That's concerning. That is concerning. Why aren't you counting it? Something funny going on here. It's counting the next one. Definitely a K. Let's get rid of our zeros. I've got to fix this up anyway, so AA. Right, so it's counting K now. I don't know what the problem was, but it's sorted. Oh, there's a lot of samples that I must have deleted. All right. Did I forget the checksum? Of course I did. Okay, wonderful. So the checksum here, what it's doing is it's counting the sum of all of these phones against the number of times something shows up in these cells. Um, so what it's telling us, because there's no issue, there's no errors found, what it's telling us is that uh, the two data sets share this. There's no phonemes existing in one data set that aren't existing in the other data set. Not terribly surprising given that these data sets are so big. Speaking of big data, I'm going to end this video here because what I want to do is save these files, restart my computer because it's been dealing with these big files for a fair while. I don't know how long this video has been going for. I guess about an hour, which really isn't too bad an amount of time to spend curating two fairly large data sets. Anyway, I'm gonna knock off, and later on I will come back to this and start kind of showing you how to start building these algorithms. All right, catch up.